can't tell you how many times God has taught me something through being a father. Through my son, he's taught me lessons. This is the newest one. This one got me a lot. My son learned a new phrase this week, and it's not like a bad word or anything like that. I know immediately everybody's mind go, oh God, what did he say? No. My son learned a new phrase this week, and it was, "Are you mad at me?" Broke my heart. Like, oh my gosh, it broke my heart. I was getting on to him about something. If you don't know, my son is 4 and always getting into stuff like kids do. And he was digging into something. I had already told him a couple of times, hey, knock it off, like quit doing that. And he did it again. And I said, Asher, like, stop doing that. I've already told you a couple of times. And he kind of did like this. And he like slowly walked over towards me and he goes, "Daddy, are you mad at me?" Like, if you don't cry as a father, I don't, like, oh, my heart broke. I got on my knees and I'm like, buddy, I'm not mad at you. I promise I'm not mad at you. I just need you to obey. I need you to listen to me. And it was the biggest gut punch from God, because the reality of that right there, the reality of my son coming up to me saying, "Dad, are you mad at me? Like, you got on to me. Are you mad at me?" I just never understood the position of a father, what it would feel like as a father. I live a lot of my life feeling like God is mad at me. I understand that that's not correct. I understand biblically that's not correct. I get that. We've talked about it a lot. It's just something that I struggle with. It's a stronghold that I have struggled with in the past of feeling like I don't live up to the expectations of what it means to be a good son of God. I don't do the things that God asked me to do perfectly. I'm not perfect. I'm not a good son. These are thoughts that go into my mind. And I completely understand what it means to be a son and feel that way about the father. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. I've never understood what it's felt like as a father to have your son come up to you and say, "Are you mad at me?" Or to approach you in a way of hesitancy because you don't know how your father feels about you in that moment. Wrecked, like super wrecked. It's not a super deep message today, guys, but it's really, really simple and it's really profound all at the same time. God made a statement to me this morning at church, and I'm just, it's out of such a heart of love. I almost can't even fathom how God would say something like this, but he said, "Please don't rob me of relationship with you because you feel like that I'm mad at you." And I completely got it in a second. I completely understood what he was saying, because when my son would come up to me and he asked, "Are you mad at me?" the last thing that I want him to do, I want him to understand obedience and I want him to obey me. But the last thing that I want is for my son to distance himself from me because he feels like that he did something wrong. The last thing that I want is for something to come between that relationship. And I just got such a clear picture of how God must feel sometimes when we don't understand the righteousness of God, when we don't understand Colossians chapter 1, where it says, "I've presented you to the Father holy and blameless." When we don't understand that God didn't just die for, sin, but still, when we sin, there's still this junk that comes between them. He said, "No, I don't want there to ever be anything that stands between you and the Father. I came to bridge the gap. I came because if you had all this mess on your plate, you would never feel like you could go to the Father. You would never feel worthy enough to go to the Father. So I'm worthy." It's the simplicity of the gospel. I'm worthy. I'm perfect. I'll give you my perfection. That's the way every time you go to God, you can go to God and know, hey, I wasn't perfect, but Jesus took the imperfections and gave me his perfection so I can go to God. There's nothing in the way. It's just, it's the gospel message. And that's what I have for you guys today is, please, if there's anybody out there who's watching this video, please don't rob God of relationship. And it's not heresy. It's not crazy. That's all he wants. All he wants is relationship. It's for God so loved the world that he sent his son so that we could have everlasting life, which is life that is forever connected back to the Father. Please don't live your life not letting that connection between you and God, letting there be distance there, letting there be wedges there because you feel like he's mad at you. He's not mad at you. God is not mad at you. He's not disappointed. He's not frustrated. It's not the heart of the Father. He took all of that, everything that God could be frustrated with, everything that God could be mad with, all of your actions that did not please him. He gave it to Jesus, put it on Jesus, and Jesus said, here's my robe of perfection. Here's my robe of righteousness. Now you wear that and run to the Father. Man, the gospel is pretty daggum sweet.